We're live, game 2 of 3. Game 3 of 14 of the NPA Western Session live. The home team, Edge School, taking on the London Basketball Academy. This should be a great matchup. Two teams I'm excited to watch play, and especially when it comes to LBA, Elias, a team that we haven't seen an awful lot of this year, but this is around the time where they usually get it together on their trek to NPA Nationals.
Jay, you stole the words from my mouth, man. Every year, this is very typical of LBA. This is where the players have really started to learn each other's roles and have a good understanding for what they need out of each other. Atiki coming in as a new addition, adds a whole nother element of size and allows Michael Mattis, number 7 in the black on your screen, to step out and play a little more power forward role.
Denzel Cummins with the rock. 0-0. Gets himself into the lane. No good. Back the other way. It's Man Yang Tong. Brecky Davis. Ooh, that's a good sign for Edge to start things off. Brecky didn't have a huge game yesterday, but means a lot for this squad. You see Davis D'ing up Cummins as he's looking for Michael Mattis down low. Kai Jamgoose gets it to Mattis. He's got a size advantage here. Working it down. Mattis averaging a double-double on this season. Couldn't get it to go there. Tong fakes the pass, gets it to Fofo. Ade Falar and Ade again, wet from range. Getting the home crowd into it early.
Now, I'll be honest with you, Jay. I'm not completely sold on Edge, and this may be a little bit suicidal saying it on home turf for Edge, but I'm not completely sold on them. I want to see them against a tested team like CTA. That matchup's happening tomorrow. Make sure you tune in at 3:30. That's where it really matters. That's where it really counts.
3 from 3 from 3 to start the game has Edge up 9-0 early on. Call away from the ball here, and you're saying that you're not sold on Edge. I think head coach Adam Huffman also has some questions himself. Just a lot of players on this squad that haven't played at this level of competition as of yet. They do have some that have, but not everyone, and he wants to see how that works out, and that's going to be a 5-second. No one coming to the ball. Denzel Cummins had no one to give it off to. Quick sub. Xavier Furon checks in. Davis, who has 2 threes already under his belt, thinking about another, gets to Tong. Down low. Ibrahim back out. Brecky, how are you leaving him open? No good. Isaiah Lee to Kai Jamgoose, just a little off the mark to start the game. Wide open down low. Mattis battles back. No call. Missed the shot. Fofo. That's a foul call. Tiki Atiki picking up his first.
And if you weren't with us last time, Fofo, fresh off of a visit in Toronto, the Ryerson Rams.
Number 5, Fofo and Bailey gets to the line with 2 shots.
1 and 2.
Dating at the line. Shooting 2, came out red hot. 9 straight points for Edge. LBA just got off the flight today, playing their first of 5 games of this session. Oh, tough take, high off glass, no good.
And Xavier Furon, one of the better ball handlers for LBA. I think as a couple of these guys graduate and move on to the next level, we're going to see X play major minutes next season. He's got tremendous feel at the PG spot.
Foul called. Edge got the whistle against him. Again, we're live from Edge School in Calgary, Alberta, with the mountains as our backdrop. Beautiful setup here at the school. Michael Mattis from range, no arc on that one. Leaking out, Dion Duncan. That's another foul call.
Johnny, Jeremiah, hold the bag. Shooter, have something there to protect him. Slide that bench, move that bench.
Head coach of LBA looking for a timeout on this free throw. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back to Edge School in just a few seconds.
Basketball gyms in Canada are packed with talent, and that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving it their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad. We have men's showcases left, right, and center. Every organization has a male showcase, but where's the quality on the women's side? This should have happened when I was in high school. 10 years ago, we needed something like this. It would have helped with exposure, it would have helped with opportunities.
Who wants to play the next level? Hands up. Okay, that's great. So that means ultimately that means the WNBA, that means NCAA, that means the national team, that means Canadian University and Canadian College. So our job is to make sure we provide you guys with the tools and the blueprint of how you guys are going to get to the next level.
The North Pole Hoops is recognizing that putting women on the map and putting girls on the map is needed. It was needed a few years ago, and we're getting into the swing of things, and we're going to get them on the map. And I'm here as a women's basketball coordinator to ensure that happens. On an individual basis, they need to showcase their skills and their abilities. It's not just always having the best team going south, traveling 10 hours.
You'll go. I'll win 3.
And we're back. Just over 3 minutes gone. Edge pitching a shutout right now, up 10 zip. Make it 11. This LBA squad dealing with some injuries this season, a couple of different things, and finally back together as they make their run towards nationals. Edge off the steal. Manyang Tong was trying to make a poster, but they'll just take an easy 2 instead. Ooh, lost it, got it back. Nice pass.
And that's part of getting to know your teammates. Atiki just not familiar with the vision that Xavier Ferron has. I think by nationals we'll see a different trend with those two.
Just getting after it on the offensive glass is Edge. They push that lead up to 15. Woo! Great pass, but maybe one too many. Stepped out of bounds. Xavier Ferron out here with a laser-like focus on his passes.
Substitution for LBA, number 7, Michael Mattis, and number 11, Isaac Cooper.
Once again from range. Noah Leto pushing it up to an 18-point lead. It's one of those things, you're traveling in and taking on a team that's sleeping in their own bed and playing in their own gym. I think that's what we're seeing here in the opening minutes. Edge just coming out on fire from range. Tong, why not? Long 2, no good. Kai Jamgus pushing it back the other way. Gets it back. Going to the baseline, nice pass. Mattis set back by Fofo. Battling his own teammate for the rebound, Jamgus. Wow, LBA, they just need to see the ball go through the rim. Leto in transition. Ooh, late call. Leto now going to the line.
LBA still scoreless.
They want another timeout, rightfully so. Short break, we'll be back to Calgary.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available.
You need to step up for them on the offensive end, and we know he can do it. Earlier this season, dropping 39 on St. Laurent, Elias.
You know what he does best is shoot that 3 ball, and it's not falling for him yet. You know, might take the first half to really get warm. But the specialist does hold a major offer from Drake University, who's been on his trail consistently, and most recently Kansas State.
So Kai Jamgus in that Ottawa session really poured it in that game. One of the top shooters in the country, but right now he and LBA have come out ice cold off the plane to Calgary here. Haven't scored a point, and we're over 5 minutes gone in this game. Sub coming in, the kid, Xavier Spencer, class of 2023, checks in. Also part of their JV program here at Edge.
There's good confidence from coach to give X some early minutes, considering the score. Isaac Kruger, haven't seen him in quite some time. He's back in rotation. Here's Foe with the steal.
Ade Fuller and Ade again. Getting the home crowd on their feet here in Cowtown. Spiking it home is Fofo. Jamgus pump fake, gets to the baseline. No good, Mattis rebound. At this point, you just want to get to the free throw line and try to get a point. Denzel Cummins now. Back into the lane, no good. Missing a bunch of bunnies right now is LBA. Fofo from range, no good. Tip out goes the way of LBA. Denzel just picking up a foul. LBA trying to find an answer, gonna call on the name of Aiden Jackson right now. Isaac Kruger inbounding, one of the blocks leaders in the NPA. Edge getting after it defensively. No good from Cummins.
I don't think they're using enough of the shot clock here for LBA to really look for a quality shot. Everything's been contested so far here in the opening quarter.
Edge bringing in some fresh bodies. Got everybody available to him out here. You know, these Western teams in the NPA so often have to travel across the country to play these games. Great opportunity for Edge to be able to stay home and invite everybody out here, give them their best shot. But everybody from the West will be at our NPA Nationals March 20th to 23rd, Sheridan College in Brampton. Mattis in the post, working. Kick out. Cummins gets bodied. Mattis, long 2. Just begging for the roll. They finally get on the board.
Get the monkey off your back. That could do it.
Yeah, changing that to a long 2. I think he had both feet on the line there, not just one.
And number 34, Atiki Aliatiki.
LBA finally getting on the board, getting all kinds of bounces and rolls to make that one go. I think that was the basketball gods trying to help him out a little bit, but man, Edge is just jumping into every passing lane out there. Kruger, tough take. Bodies all over the place. He'll go to the line. Got the foot up. Well, good thing about LBA, got 5 games out here, so they're going to have time to try to work through these issues. Only gets one of the 2. Ricky Davis, Fofo, pull up 3. Wow, they are not missing. I hope they're not wasting too many of these shots with their big game coming up tomorrow against CTA as well.
Again, that's the real test. This is a great shooting performance here in the first quarter, but I mean, I'll wait to see it against CTA.
Fofo called for the foul. Noah Leto checking into the game. Already committed to next season, post-secondary level.
He'll be headed to Grant MacEwan University. And so far we've had the University of Calgary as well as UBC, University of British Columbia, in attendance. They're here now. Coach Sean Hook, who was formerly at Simon Fraser.
In crowd here, number 7, Michael Mattis.
Fofo at the line.
Michael Mattis got to come down with that, got to protect it.
Fofo gets it right back. Shot clock at 5. Brecky going back the other way on illegal screen.
Substitution for LBA, number 11, Hudson Cooper. Substitution for LBA, number 22, Spencer.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing Xavier Fearon as well. He has the rock in his hand right now. Foul on 2 players battling away from the ball. Hayden Jackson gets it off the inbounds. 10 on the shot clock. There you go. Marcus Stewart Ooh, jumping in there, trying to come up with a steal. LBA is starting to pick it up defensively now. This type of energy you want to see right off the hop. Another foul away from the ball. Easy call from the refs.
Nice defense by Xavier on that play. We talked to him a little bit before the game, letting him know that everybody is very familiar with how good you can play offensively. It's the defense that's got to step up. Got to show more interest in playing on that side of the floor.
Got to beat the clock. No one's counting it out. That's what happens when you're not communicating. Big lead right now. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Say what?
Here's Campbell. Look out. One hand down.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
Tell me, is it something that I've done again? Say what?
Here's Campbell. Look out.
Promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Georges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms.
You haven't missed a thing, folks. We're back. I mean, LBA has to be happy that they're only down 19 after that disastrous first quarter.
I don't think we'll get another one from them that week. I mean, defensively already you're seeing them step it up here. Feet moving a lot
and that's
quicker.
where they're going to change that momentum, right? We saw it at the end of that first quarter. Quicker feet. Someone trying to take a charge right now.
What X just did there is going to be very important for LBA. Not allowing the defense to get established in transition, especially for LBA. That's something they got to take care of. As long as guys are filling the lanes and getting it into the ball handler's hands, making that push.
Fearon with the rock. Brecky Davis D'ing him up. Loving the kicks and sock combo on Brecky Davis. LBA getting it done with their bench right now. These guys coming in hungry. Want to prove their worth. Great pass, great cut, no finish. London's going to get it back. The shot clock did not reset after hitting the rim. Hayden Jackson in that face guard. Fearon, pull-up jumper, lefty, no good. Oh, that was an air ball. Should not have reset. Too late now, Edge comes out with it. Basketball gods decided to even out. They calling it continuation? Yes, sir. Brecky Davis has had himself a first half, Elias.
And one. Number 11, Brecky Davis. At the line, shooting for 1 point.
Denzel Cummins checking back into the game. Fofo checking in for Brecky as well. I think Edge is getting their rotations down as well. Trying to keep.
And they're keeping their starters pretty fresh.
Oh, they're a team that can do that hockey line change on a fairly regular basis. Pretty deep squad. Hayden Jackson can't get it back. Manyang Tong, man, he can get down that floor in a hurry. Manyang, oh, just could not get the roll. Denzel Cummins pushing back the other way, setting up the offense.
And I love that from Edge. You could hear 6, 7 guys yelling home, yelling him to get back and protect home.
Denzel Cummins just has not had the stroke going. Kruger getting called for the foul.
Black, 11, Rich, White, 7, X.
In the answer 23, Ben Gilbert.
150 gone here in the second quarter. Lead still at 22. Alan Spoonhunter, who had an unbelievable game yesterday. I thought he finished with more than what they had on the score total, but he just did a little bit of everything, dropping some great dimes out there as well. What we expected to see from Spoonhunter in Ottawa is what we saw in their first game yesterday.
Sideline!
Ooh, could have been a travel.
Close one.
Yeah. Ooh, good defense there. Ooh. Foul called. Going on Cummins.
You're not allowed to play defense in Alberta.
They call it a little
Touch
tighter.
fouls.
Call it a little tighter.
A little. Gotta let these guys play a little bit.
Out of bounds. LBA is getting it back right now. .22 lead right now, 29-7 for the home squad Edge School. LBA trying to find an answer, shuffling their deck. A couple of different combination of fives out there. Seeing Zachary Meyer out there for the first time, number 4 for LBA. Ooh. Dadigan putting it all on the line, taking it to the rim. Go to the charity stripe, shooting 2.
In for NBA number 10, Okai Jangers. To the line, number 5, Fofo Dadigan.
That's MT.
It's the first.
And Fofo now being recruited by several different conferences in the NCAA at the Division I level. The hottest for him on the Canadian side is Ryerson. If he stays in Canada, that's probably where he'll end up.
Cummins dishes it off, gets it back. He's got the speed advantage here. Getting into the lane. Now these are the type of shots that we're used to seeing Denzel Cummins make. Hasn't been able to. Ooh, tough pass to throw full length of the court like that. Cummins. We're still at 31-8 for Edge.
Defense starting to show some life here for LBA.
Fofo stepping out, well off the mark. Almost landed right in the lap of Edge, but instead it's going to be LBA getting the ball back. Looking to get some momentum going. I don't think they've had scores on back-to-back possessions all game long.
No, they have not, and they've just switched over their defense as well. They started off in a zone, switching it back into a man now. See how that works for them.
Cummins. Off the mark. Spoon Hunter bringing it up, finds Fofo. Ooh, that's an easy foul call.
You could see the body language and the frustration on Denzel Cummins.
Substitution for the Mounties for taking on booking. 16, Derek Burson. Shooting to the line is number 5, Fofo Adedigan.
We've heard that over and over again at the line. Adedigan, and if he'd been cashing in more of these freebies, he'd be racking up the point total right now. Fofo, one of the top 5 leading scorers in the National Preparatory Association.
He'll still end up with over 20 in this one. Started off hot from 3, had that dunk that lit up the bench.
That has been there consistently, the backdoor cuts. I'm sure CTA's sitting back watching this game, scouting it out. It's been a hole in the Edge defense so far. Subs coming in. Even the free throws are having trouble going down right now, just rolling around and squeezing in.
They just got to see a couple more go down before they can really get in this groove.
Foul called that time. Marcus Stewart. Fearon about to check back into the game. Interesting, Fofo and Brecky were on the floor to start this game. Both got it going from range. And since then, head coach Adam Huffman has switched them on off for each other.
Can afford to in these type of games. Huffman's getting a chance to really test out some of the guys that don't really get to play a lot of big minutes in other games. That's definitely an advantage as we, prepare and head to nationals. Might have been a walk he got away with there.
Fearon. Down low, nice cuddle on. That has happened time and time again. And as we go across midcourt, you'll see Saskatoon Basketball Academy walking into the gym down the hallway. As we head into this timeout, it will be SBA in Oakville, the final game of today. Stay with us, Edge up big.
It was great. I started off my first showcase. I got cut, I didn't make the All-Star. And then my next showcase, I went to the Tri-City and I got MVP, and my stars just kept rising and rising. Then I got mixtape and I see myself on YouTube and I got happy. So North Pole Hoops helped me a lot. They made me who I am today, made me get better and better. Every time I see myself, I feel like I can do more. And that's why I go to the gym and work hard and work on moves I see and on broadcast that I couldn't do. So every time I mess up on camera, I come back to the gym and try to work on it. It was great. I started off my first showcase.
It means a lot because I'm not the oldest kid, and I told a lot of people I wanted to get it. And I just worked hard. It was in Hamilton, Ontario at McMaster University. I was there with a bunch of my friends, like Abu, Christian David, all those guys, like all these big names, like athletes, and I just didn't think of like, oh, be afraid. I was just like, go at these guys because they have names, they're getting exposure, and I ended up going to making the All-Star game, and I just killed, did my thing, came out with the MVP, and coming out with the MVP and then MPH pushing my name and putting out mixtapes, it made my resume a lot higher, so coaches were looking at me, schools in the States were coming to watch me play, asking me like to visit their schools, and just the opportunity to showcase your skills and get better, show them like who you are. The sky's the limit, you just have to work hard.
We're back, just inching up on the midway point of this second quarter. Edge breaking that press easily. Easy putback. Garrett Prosy. Fearon with the rock.
And this is one of the few teams I'll credit for doing what they're doing right now. Edge, the guys that are coming off of the bench are playing with the same intensity as the starters. That's huge for these guys. This is where they're going to earn the respect of their teammates.
Could have been a foul call. Okai gets it to go either way with the jumper. LBA communicating on defense, but not enough because Spoon Hunter just went baseline for an easy 2.
And Spoon Hunter with heavy interest from the University of Calgary. They'll take him for 2019 or 2020, whatever he'd like.
Another opportunity for you to check out a great article on Alan Spoon Hunter's basketball journey on NorthPoleHoops.com. Maybe when we get up to halftime, check it out. We'll give you a great insight on what he's gone through to get to this point.
Meanwhile, the young buck Xavier Spencer from Edge, class of 2022, ladies and gentlemen, showing his ball handling skills mid-court. He's going to spend the summer working on his body, trimming down, getting in game shape.
The tight-knit community in the Western Canadian basketball front. Program director here at Edge, Eddie Richardson, just welcoming in Sean Tyson and the Saskatoon Basketball Academy coaching staff. These guys go way back. Nice take and finish by Fearon.
And the ability to turn the corner there on the top of the key. Recognizing the lane to the basket. This will be a three-point play, and LBA starting to trim down. Coach Huffman opting to get Fofo back into the game here. Still a 23-point game.
Coming up with the steal. This is what LBA needs, but they almost give it right back.
In for the Renegades, number 5, Fofo Fagan.
Stops! No fouls! We got to attack fouls.
Fearon. And D'd up by Brecky Davis. Jamgoose. Thought about pulling up. Ooh. Tough take, no finish. Fofo pushing back the other way. Ooh. Little out of control.
Reset, you're good. You're gonna stop now. Reset. Xavier, lose your ground. Inbounding. Double the ball. Now, go. Xavier, go. Xavier, run in. Go.
Fearon taking over the point guard duties right now, calling out the play. Cummins working off the ball. Nice pass. Again, going to that backdoor cut, but Fofo swallowed it up that time. Spencer. A little off the mark. Tiki came down with it. Fearon now pushing back the other way. Kick out. Good ball movement. Denzel Cummins. Okai Jamgoose. 2:34 to go now. Edge has been in control of this game from the beginning, really getting it done defensively. The offense has gotten a little cooled off from that red hot start, but getting it done on the defensive end, and Alan Spoonhunter, zero resistance.
He's having his way. He's having his way in this one, as he did last game. Got really hot from 3 in the last one.
Handoff, Jamgoose. Yeah, called for the foul. Leto all over him. He'll be going to the charity stripe. An opportunity at 3. You see Michael Mattis checking in for the first time in a while. Missing the first. Well, that's kind of been the first half for LBA.
It's kind of uncharacteristic of Okai to miss 2 free throws in a row, but that's the story of the game for LBA. 0 for 3 for Okai from the line.
And he pulls the 3. Mattis comes down with his second offensive rebound, one of the leading rebounders in the NPA. Spoonhunter, nice look away pass, but it stepped out of bounds, did Fofo. Well, minute 36 to go in this first half. LBA has scored a total of 16 points. I mean, they're not an offensive juggernaut, even when they are playing well, but this is something I did not expect to see. Easy call on the push.
And the turnovers have been killing LBA in this first half. They're probably glad to be winding down from this first half, come in with a different game plan here.
Fofo hits the first. You can hear Alan Spoonhunter and head coach Adam Huffman talking things over. Ooh, got away with one there. Fearon now battling the strength of Fofo. There's one bright spot in this first half. I think Xavier Fearon would be it for LBA.
He's had a couple of good-looking dimes, just unable to finish up on them. Steal by Athman, one of the best defenders in the NPA.
And there's Fearon with the tip-in. A little bit of positivity, but they got to get back on D. Spencer spinning, trying to finish. Bailed out by the foul call.
Substitution for the Mountaineers, number 16, Garrett Burnson. Foul on his way to the basket. Xavier Spencer hit the 2 shots.
Oh, Spencer tried to drop a dime, turns it over. 43 seconds to go here. LBA with a chance to try to get just a little bit of momentum on their side heading into the second half, and we've seen that with Edge. Saw a 30-plus point lead get cut down to about 12 yesterday in that game, so they are susceptible to allowing teams back into the game.
They get comfortable. They've been known characteristic to get comfortable, but I think that Coach Huffman's really trying to change the psyche of the team as the season kind of comes to a close, the regular season that is. A four-guard lineup on the floor for LBA for the last several minutes.
Not what you want to see to end your first half. Back the other way, Fofo taking it right at the big man and gets it back and throws it up for two.
He's just so strong.
Five seconds left. Wow. Took Denzel Cummins an entire first half to get it going. Clock was stopped and it shouldn't have been on the back end. So that's the end of the first half, folks. 25-point lead. We are at halftime. Stay with us. We'll be back. Second half action.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shorter, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and you know, whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows us to be in front of many different demographics. I think one of the most interesting things that's happened these past few years is how many customers that are having that truly special event of getting married are choosing Indochino to not only suit up themselves, but suit up their groom's party.
We continually improve not only the profile for the guy, but we improve the quality of our next suit and the suits after with the data that we capture. Indochino sets itself apart, especially against ready-to-wear, because we can deliver you a custom-made suit within 3 weeks. We, on average, take 3.5 meters to make a suit, and we lay that out and we laser cut it with a vacuum. It's amazing to see, over 200 pieces come together to make a custom-made suit. Whether it be hundreds of linings, thousands of customizations, it's like personalizing a car. And I think we've opened a lot of guys' eyes to that experience, and that is why we have a lot of repeat customers.
The future of retail is really exciting. We're showrooming and building a retail market that's totally cohesive with our online presence and our online e-commerce business. We're making it really easy for customers to shop wherever and whenever they want, whether they're in one of the retail showrooms, being able to look, see, and touch the fabric, or shop online from the comfort of their couch on their tablet or their phone. It's completely up to them where they can experience Indochino.
We truly are inspiring a generation of men to dress differently. We're truly creating a one-of-a-kind garment that is yours, and it really landmarks who you are as a person and what your personal style is.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system designed for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Our pathway begins with 17 exposure camps across Canada for boys and girls ages 10 to 18. Starting with our foundation that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as online resumes. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skills trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite level prospects within their region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to colleges and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and basketball. The Blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place between April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100+ top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcasting, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping gain scholarship opportunities. Our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the Blueprint.
Our goal for the Showcase Circuit is to turn every stone. If you're a prospect and you deserve the recognition, we're gonna make sure you get it. As soon as you arrive at an NPH Showcase, you're gonna feel the energy from the coaching staff. Right after introductions, we're jumping right into it. There's gonna be some elite level competition that's gonna help us filter through the talent. And then there's gonna be skill acquisition, which in itself is a process. Identify talent, as well as capture footage on all the top prospects. Over the course of 2 days, prospects are evaluated. We come to a consensus based off of everyone's feedback from the coaching staff, and then we select the top prospects in the camp to compete in what's called NPH Showcase Top Prospect Game. Game speaks.
On court, we do skill set evaluations, so we evaluate where you're at by position, and then we place you in groups with other players of the similar level where you guys can play and compete in more game-like situations and game-like drills. There's lots of games, a lot of feedback, a lot of immediate feedback in drills, in games where we stop and we coach and help players If you take the game of basketball seriously and you want to play at the next level, the NPH Showcase is the best place for you to be. You have pros and you have former athletes who have been through everything that you want to go through and who will give you all of the tips and tricks and all of the guidance on how to navigate the process. Not only that, but it's an opportunity for you to get recognized and to set yourself apart from the rest and really pursue your career to the level that you want it to be at.
From the 2-day camp, I mean, I want them to soak up as much knowledge as possible. I mean, I'm not going to give away exactly what's going to be said, but I want them to acquire new skills, of course, on the court, the new habits overall. I would love their work ethic to improve. Again, specifically in terms of what they're learning in the classrooms, they got to apply those things and those different life skills and things that are going to be needed for them to be successful. They got to apply those things right away. So my hopes is everything that they hear from coaches, they internalize those messages and try to apply them because, again, everybody has a story to tell and something to share. I mean, if these kids take these lessons in and these gems and try to apply them, it'll help them a lot.
Our goal for the showcase circuit is to turn every stone. If you're a prospect and you deserve the recognition, we're gonna make sure you get it. As soon as you arrive at an NPH showcase, you're gonna feel the energy from the coaching staff. Right after introductions, we're jumping right into it. There's gonna be some elite level competition that's gonna help us filter through the talent. And then there's gonna be skill acquisition, which in itself is a process. Identify talent.
My name is David Tyndall and I'm the new technical director for North Pole Hoop Showcase Circuits. I've been training basketball players, I'm gonna say officially for about 3 years now. A lot of elite level kids I've worked with over the years that have made something. Elijah Long, Cody John, Naz Long, Dylan Brooks. Those are a lot of my young boys. Nick Stauskas, of course. Guys in the college level right now. Jalen Llewellyn, I'm working closely with him. Young talent, Mikkel Time. There's a list. The list goes on and on, really, of notable players. But again, either way, it really doesn't matter who it is. My approach really stays the same. What you'll expect from me at the NPH Showcases is a lot of fire, a lot of passion, literally just my all. What I want to do is be an open book and really share and give and help you guys understand how bad I want it for you. For the high school kids out here, they say you want it and you really want to achieve and be this and be that, but
the National Preparatory Association is live. Second half action between Edge School and London Basketball Academy. A 23-point lead, but really felt like it could have been bigger. And a reminder, this is game 2 of 3 today. We have the Saskatoon Basketball Academy taking on Oakville Prep in our 3rd game of the day. LBA almost coughs it up on the first possession. Get it back. Kick out Cummins. Mattis. He has that range, that little mid-game jumper, but offensive rebound putback is no good. I just wonder how much of this too is, Manyang Tong, a little jumper. I don't know how much of this is also getting used to this unique gym setup that they have here in Calgary. It's a great facility, but definitely one that has different sight lines than they would be used to.
For sure. I mean, the depth perception is a little altered as you kind of get used to it throughout your first game. It takes about a half to really get in rhythm.
You know, but again, and we talk about this with the travel associated with this league, with the different competition, the different refereeing, the different places you're going to play. All that stuff is going to help you get ready for the next level, because at that next level, you're going to be dealing with long bus rides, flights, different refereeing, and different burns that you're going to be playing in.
Let's do something here. We're not getting a hold of the subs. Send your guys right here. Okay, your subs, send them right here. Right here in front of the logo. Okay.
Just figuring out the substitution message, or sorry, area. Mattis, no good. Pushing back the other way. Fearon stepped in and got a piece. Yeah, went back off Manyang Tong. Little messy opening minute to this 3rd quarter.
We're seeing the ball movement improve a little bit from LBA here in the 2nd.
Trying to run Fearon off some screens. Couldn't free himself up. Cummins runs out of space. Good closeout by Fofo. Couldn't beat the shot clock. Another turnover.
And the rough outing for LBA continues.
Mentioned it before, they got 5 games out here, lots of time to figure it out.
Yeah,
Work
no
out
kidding.
the kinks. As Saskatoon Basketball Academy rolls into their locker room to get prep. One of the best pre-game routines I've seen at the high school level. Sean Tyson's Saskatoon Basketball Academy.
And he's been there, done that. I believe he played at Clemson, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
He played at a high level himself, so got a ton of experience there to pass on to these guys.
Man Yang Tong out here dropping dimes. Cummins looking for some contact as he pulled up. No call. Atiki Ali Atiki no good. Kruger. Foul on Brecky.
Go, remind them, box out.
Gonna be an inbounds on the baseline. Ooh, difficult pass to throw. Tong getting after it. Body's hitting the floor, legs are flying. Tong screeching that skin across the floor, you could hear it.
If one of your top guys is hitting the deck like that, putting in that type of effort, you best believe guys coming off the bench are expected to do the same.
It's going to be 8 on the shot clock because that was LBA's possession the whole way along.
Dion, double, no fouls, go.
They're going to have to reset this shot clock to 8.
Okay, hey, you two tonight, no fouls. Go to 9, Dion, go to 9. Dion,
Kind of hurting LBA. Now they don't have the opportunity to delay the start of the shot clock as Edge is bringing on that full court press. Cummins beats it, takes it himself. Big battle. Calling it on Kruger.
Substitution for LBA number 7, Ronald Maddox.
Spoon Hunter, yeah, wide open Dion Duncan. Couldn't finish. That's a tough pass to throw. Just because you can see it doesn't mean it's a smart dime to try to drop. Ooh, that's an offensive foul. Fofo out of control. And we've heard it a couple of times from Adam Huffman talking to Adetigan that he needs to play in control because he's so strong, so fast. Very easy for him. A little like a Tasmanian devil out there.
Got to be lighter on his feet and kind of try to work around the defense and that sidestep him, as we've seen him do time and time again from the three-point line when he wants to get off his shot.
Ooh, nice little juke and jive there, but didn't get him anywhere. Cummins back up top, running off the screen. Back to his left. Sent back by Duncan. Mattis going to come up with it. Shot clock violation. We've seen a number of those against LBA.
Credit the defense of Edge, not letting them have anything easy and playing their man and deny.
Ahmad Othman on the floor right now, one of the better defenders in this league. Spoon Hunter has had a quiet afternoon, but kisses one off glass. Spoon Hunter with the steal.
Lazy pass from LBA.
No fouls, Dion. Stay low. Stay low, Dion. Leverage. Stay down.
Mattis. Foul called on Lee.
Nice steal. You're trying to give it up. Those are all good things. No, it's okay. Effort's there. That's what counts. It's unselfish.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be back after a short break.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-way jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent, game speaks. There's no politics here.
We've traveled across the country and back. 6 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossom.
The NPH Showcase. What is that, Elias?
We'll be headed back across Canada for the 9th time in a row, going coast to coast, looking to identify the nation's top talent and get them into our system. A lot of the guys that are on the court right now actually have been discovered on the showcase circuit.
And I know the Calgary Showcase has been one of the ones that has a special place in the heart of a lot of the NPH crew.
Including myself, absolutely. I do believe that the province of Alberta is a sleeping giant in terms of talent, and I consider it one of the hotbeds in Canada. So that's why we're going to try to build up this Western Conference here for the NPA with that immense amount of talent.
It's amazing how it happens, and it happens so organically. You know, jumper is cash from Ahmad Othman, but you see it so often where, you know, Edge School comes into the NPA immediately following the Calgary Dinos becoming the U Sport national champions. And in talking to Josh Arbertho in the last game, who you'll be calling the third game today with, you know, from Toronto, big Ryerson fan, love what Carleton does. I was cheering for the Dinos in that game because I knew what it would mean to have a Calgary team, you know, win the title of national champion.
And I believe they're 20-0 right now. I mean, they're on a similar run. They could double up here and get another U Sports championship. That's not counting out to say Carleton, Ryerson, or any of the other top teams, you know, who are in the mix. But U Sports is looking better and better every year, and these kids got to take it as a very serious option. I think some of the kids that we work with are somewhat delusional in terms of level of play and where they feel they can fit. Put it this way. If you feel you're a Division I talent, you should be dominating this competition. Set yourself apart on a consistent basis to be considered a Division I talent.
It's a perfect example of what we're trying to do with this league, and we want to populate. Ooh, big time swap, Michael Mattis, trying to get some energy going the way of LBA. But this is what we want to do. We want to populate the U Sports level, the CCAA, the Canadian post-secondary basketball ranks. We want to populate those with players that have been playing against higher level competition, so by the time that they get there, they have a level of expectation and a level of skill that they didn't necessarily have in years past. So, you know, we're continuing to see that and talking to people time and time again. I'm trying to explain that is the goal.
Yeah.
As you know, when the NPA comes out, we're just in our third season. We're still, really a brand new league when it comes down to it. We want people to understand the vision that we have.
Yeah, and I think the buy-in is starting to really come together, especially, ooh, Fofo thought about dunking it. Get the easy two, young fella. Mattis gathering the rebound. Mattis has really bought into his position on this team as that power forward, especially with Tiki in the mix.
Brecky Davis with the rebound. Brecky plays with a bit of an edge to him. Does it with a smile though. Oh, shoddy dime. Brecky Davis break out the bacon and eggs. Serving it up on a platter. It's Brecky time.
I don't think I've ever seen LBA this low in scoring. They usually get hot from 3 to start games, and then it kind of flows from there. It's been a real struggle for these guys, and you can see the body language as they head to the bench.
I think it's also, it's a combination of edge, really playing high-level defensive basketball. And we've talked a lot about the buy-in across Canada, and you want to talk about buy-in. Our partnership with Indochino, the official suit maker and outfitter of the National Preparatory Association. And I know you had an opportunity to head in with a couple of our coaches, and all of our coaches will be suited up with custom-made suits, getting that made-to-measure experience at Indochino, and our award winners as well. And at Nationals, our coaches are going to be looking
some cognac, but the experience is awesome. You know, you're getting measured out. You're picking everything out for yourself, lining, trim, color. You got to check it out. Check it out, and don't forget to use the coupon code HOOPS to get your discount.
You don't have to be a member of the NPA to get yourself a great deal, that's for sure.
Headed out to Basketball Without Borders as well.
Absolutely.
That's always an awesome event to attend.
Shout out Addison Patterson, who will be representing Canada down there, and I know we will have some ladies in attendance as well.
That's right.
Shout out Sarah Tibiasu, represented us last year and went out and stole the show. I like to call Sarah the Allen Iverson of Canadian women's basketball. Back here we got Brecky Davis taking it hard to the hole. Will get himself to the stripe. You know, interesting with the style of basketball, how back when I was playing poorly, it's the baggy shorts top priority. Now these guys, like, short is not short enough that they have to wrap over the waistbands.
My, how the tables turn.
I want to go out with a pair of scissors and cut off all the tags. Like, that's becoming a faux style now. The tag hanging out the back of his shorts.
Signature style.
Denzel Cummins pushing it the other way. Mattis.
And when Mattis catches in the paint there, he's got to be looking to be an offensive weapon first. He's looking to pass on multiple occasions anytime he's catching high post.
Ooh, their heads connected there. Spoon Hunter and Aiden Jackson. Spoon man at the line. Again, check out NorthPoleHoops.com, where Ryan Greco did an outstanding feature. So many connections throughout this league. Spoon Hunter's father, who's a very accomplished basketball player himself, played with Sean Tyson, head coach of Saskatoon Basketball Academy, and also played in some 3-on-3 basketball with Eddie Richardson, who's the program director here at Edge. Lots of connections throughout this league.
Assignments! Focus!
But you can read about Alan Spoon Hunter's path to get here to Edge. And as you had mentioned, now getting strong looks from the post-secondary level. And I know Spoon Hunter, with his background living on different reserves throughout the northern U.S. and western Canada, loves representing all the different backgrounds that he has, hoping that he can show these kids the opportunities that are out there playing the sport of basketball.
A true Canadian.
That's the Denzel Cummins that we're used to seeing. Oh.
And we're seeing frustration here from LBA at the elbow first and then gets called for that foul.
To the line, Brian Davis.
Ricky Davis converting on the second. 26-point lead here in favor of the host school, Edge.
Ooh, nice little adjustment. Couldn't finish. Fofo to Man Yang Tong. The runway's open. Man Yang Tong throwing down with the two-handed style.
And look how quick he gets back on defense.
Ooh. Denzel Cummins juking and jiving, getting himself in.
Okay, well, while you were worrying about this, you missed an offensive foul down here. This is the game. Please watch the game. Push, X, push. If he dribbles out, you have to push. Go, corner.
Time out on the floor. Both teams want to talk this one over, but it was Adam Huffman who got the call first.
Canada are packed with talent, and that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving up their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad. We have men's showcases left, right, and center. Every organization has a male showcase, but where's the quality on the women's side? This should have happened when I was in high school. 10 years ago, we needed something like this. It would have helped with exposure, it would have helped with opportunities.
Basketball gyms in Canada are packed.
Right here in Canada, we have a huge talent pool. It's amazing. I never had anything like this, not even something I can imagine.
Who wants to play the next level? Hands up. Okay, that's great. So that means ultimately that means the WNBA, that means NCAA, that means national team, that means Canadian University and Canadian College. So our job is to make sure we provide you guys with the tools and the blueprint of how you guys are going to get to the next level.
The North Pole Hoops is recognizing that putting women on the map and putting girls on the map is needed. It was needed a few years ago, and we're getting into the swing of things, and we're going to get them on the map. And I'm here as a women's basketball coordinator to ensure that happens on an individual basis.
Shout out Michaela Richer, heading up the women's arm of North Pole Hoops, which is just exploding right now. Our ladies commanding respect.
I love the trajectory of where Michaela's taken the position and what she's doing for these ladies, working behind the scenes, you know, on the phones all the time, working the college coaches, making sure the kids are getting in the right fits.
And again, a shout out to Hassan Alanam, who has the NCAA stat tracker going on, and I love checking that out every day and seeing on the girls' side the dominance of players like Bridget Carlton, Shayna Pellington. Haley Brown at Michigan. Hannah Hall, Buffalo. Just massive numbers being put up by these girls in the talk of Player of the Year awards. Ooh, almost an over and back there. Mattis. It's kind of easy to telegraph sometimes for Mattis. Very similar moves every time he gets down there.
And good recognition by Manyang.
This way, all the way corner. Man, clear out! Man, clear out! Control!
Spoon Hunter. Ooh. No call. Body's going everywhere. You knew a whistle was going to come eventually. Under 24 seconds to go now. Edge has been in firm control of this game throughout.
To the line, number 8, Alan Spoon Hunter.
And by the end of this game, Edge is going to have at least 5 players in double figures. The way these guys have.
Table, middle of the table.
Oh, new checks coming in.
That's what they're going to need to do to stay in national championship contention in the top third. Say that's what they're going to need to do to stay in contention.
Yes.
To be in the top third of the NPA.
Yeah.
To hang with the Crestwoods, the Canada Top Flight Academies.
That's where I see the top 2 teams being. I mean, it's clearly Crestwood and CTA, and CTA first, of course.
With 2 teams knocking on the door.
Yes.
Of both Halifax Prep, who it's interesting to see which way that they're trending, and Rothesay Netherwood School, who's been the most consistent team in the NPA this season.
They've been really fun to watch, and just watching Coach Damien Gay get these guys on the same page. Shayi, Malcolm, Sal Malamutu, Kellen Tynes, you're getting contribution from Caleb Sully and Matt Pennell. There's several players on that squad that step up for that team. And you know, when I look at some teams, at the buzzer, no good. We'll get back to that conversation.
We got
after
time
the
in
break.
the fourth quarter, 25-point lead. Stay with us.
Live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go.
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage.
Seeing is believing. Create your very own mixtape that showcases your top highlights and skills. And strengthen your recruiting status with a direct video for coaches and scouts. Available at all NPH covered and hosted events nationwide. Email mdotto@northpolehoops.com for any inquiries and special filming requests. Exposure starts here.
North Pole Hoops is great. Like it's provided me a lot of exposure, a lot of connections. Elias and Tarek, they told me what I needed to do to get to a certain level, and that's what I've done. And now that I'm at that level, they keep telling me what I need to keep on doing. And after these 2 seasons in the NPA and the showcases, you become family almost. And it's really cool to be a part of something like that, and to know that people aren't with you just for a show, but they're actually there because they really care about you. Yeah, North Pole Hoops is great.
It means a lot because I'm not the oldest kid, and I told like a lot of people I wanted to get it, and I just worked hard. It was in Hamilton at McMaster University. I was there with a bunch of my friends, like Abu, Christian David, all those guys, like all these big names, like athletes, and I just didn't think of like, oh, be afraid. I was just like, go at these guys because they have names, they're getting exposure, and I ended up going to making the All-Star game, and I just killed, did my thing, came out with the MVP, and coming out with the MVP and then MPH pushing my name and putting out
The National Preparatory Association is in Calgary, Alberta. Thank you for having us. This has been outstanding. And we're not even at the halfway point. Canada Top Flight Academy still hasn't even gotten into the house. When they do, they'll be met by an Edge squad who will be coming off 2 big wins unless something crazy happens here in the fourth quarter.
And then to the highly anticipated game tomorrow. Edge and the #1 team in the country, Canada Top Flight. Canada Top Flight's coming back from Rhode Island where they had 2 solid games. The Teslock Luke, Jason, is looking like a stud out there, 2020
That's what
class.
the NPA is all about, man. Nobody knew the name Teslock Luke 6 months ago. But by the end of this NPA season, a lot of people are going to know him. That CTA squad is something else. They just don't have the names, and that's why they don't get the love. They don't have the guys who are shiny. Ooh, Manyang Tong!
That's a tough finish right there.
Juking and jiving and finishing. Manyang Tong putting it all on display here in his hometown.
Great core strength to hang midair and contort his body around the defense.
Timeout for LBA. Let's talk a little Manyang Tong, shall we, Elias?
Absolutely, man. Kids getting recruited at all the highest levels at U Sport. Stands at 6'5" with great length and athleticism. Can put it on the deck. Can play in transition. We've seen how good he is as a defender, but he finishes a lot over the rim. Just super bouncy.
Yeah, the love that we have for him on the mixtape side is from all the high-flying dunks, but I think his coach loves him with that 3.5 steals a game. That wingspan just causes all kinds of issues on the defensive end.
Yeah, he contributes in so many ways just due to his versatility and his athletic ability side to side as well.
Touches every part of the score sheet. 11, 7, 3, and 3. When you're talking about assists and steals on the back end there. He'd rebound, he'd have higher rebounding numbers, but he does seem to hang out on the perimeter a little bit because he does have that range as well. And he has an opportunity now at a 3-point play. So they're waiting for LBA to come out of the timeout. They want to try to make the most out of this drubbing to be able to build off of it and improve going forward in this session.
Let him set it. Tong at the line, shooting for the ankle.
Cummins still out there. And Okai Jamgus. Whoa, Manyang Tong! He tried to send that one to Banff. Back the other way, Dion Duncan for 2. Trying to rest some of their bodies.
And one of the things that Angelo Provenzano said before the game is he wants to see these guys all step up defensively. Nobody has really played their best defense in this game, and that's going to be the next step here for LBA. They really got to pick it up.
Okai. This is the type of stuff that you expect. So in case you missed anything, we had is an Okai Jamgus 3. I think you were still on for that. Brecky Davis answered on the other end with a layup plus the foul, converting the 3-point play. And then Imadou Ibrahim answered with a 2 on the other end. It all equals up. LBA still down big, but Jamgus trying to get it going. Three ball, no good.
Substitution for the Zachary Meyer.
6.5 to go here in the fourth and final quarter, and Edge been in complete control of this one. LBA is going to try to forget about this game as soon as possible.
Get it out of the way early.
We'll use the just got off the plane excuse for this one.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a worthy one, especially when you're playing the team that's been here, already has a game under their belt in this session.
And is very familiar with these rims. Long three that time by Denzel.
What's up, Deshaun Henry? Shouting us out on YouTube. Miss you, buddy.
He's always supporting his boys, man, and he's having a solid start to his career at Bradley.
Oh, Manyang Tong not paying attention down there. Yeah, I mean, Deshaun Henry, that Notre Dame Hound squad last year, taking home the MVP, taking home first team All-Star.
And that's what I mean when I talk about dominance, you know, over a game and over an entire season.
And when you're talking about the North Pole Hoops blueprint, finding Deshaun, I love looking at the old videos of him from Saskatchewan showcases
right.
of days gone by.
When he came on the scene, everybody was like, wait a minute, who is this guy? He's from what? He's from where?
The young Deshaun Henry, and then the man that we saw graduate onto Bradley. That's my favorite part of being a part of the NPA, is just being able to watch the growth of these players. It's outstanding.
Well, it looks like for LBA, everybody's looking for their offense now.
Dion Duncan out to Fofo, going baseline. Fofo throwing it down for his boy down south. How do you like that, Deshaun? Spiking it home. Fofo said, go, go. Gadget, legs.
This is the worst referee ever. This is terrible. You're ruining the game.
Technical foul, shooting at the line is number 4, Zachary Meyer.
I don't know. I don't know I don't know where the tech is. I think they called it on the bench. Time out on the floor. We'll figure it out. We'll be back.
And that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving up their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad. We have men's showcases left, right, and center. Every organization has a male showcase, but where's the equality on the women's side? This should have happened when I was in high school. 10 years ago, we needed something like this. It would have helped with exposure, it would have helped with opportunities.
Basketball gyms in Canada are packed with talent, and that includes every age group on the girls' side as well. This summer, North Pole Hoops held its first ever Ontario Girls Showcase, where 70 players were there to learn new skills and showcase their own talent.
I'm seeing girls that are giving up their all, energy level high, enthusiasm high, work ethic is high. Like, these girls want it bad. We have men's showcases left, right, and center. Every organization has a male showcase, but where's the equality on the women's side? This should have happened when I was in high school. 10 years ago, we needed something like this. It would have helped with exposure, it would have helped with opportunities.
Well, we figured it out. The tech was on a player on the edge bench standing up, which is a FIBA rule. You don't see it implemented too often, but it is able to be called by the officials. The only person allowed to stand on the bench by rule is the head coach. Put back is good. Xavier Spencer about to check in. Transition 3, no good. 3:46 to go.
And the young buck, RJ Jock, getting the first look at him in this game. It's good to see him in the action. He's going to be a big piece of this program moving forward.
Shocked when I saw that he was a 2022.
Right? Next year is going to be Amir Rahimzad, Xavier, RJ. Got a lot of guys returning. The young guys especially.
The Edge program definitely building for the future. Wanted to come in and make an impact right off the start, and they still have that opportunity. But you can see, and then with their JV program as well, just starting out.
So you see how you mentioned their program. Huge difference for everybody listening. Huge difference between team and program. Program is longevity. Teams come and go. The infrastructure and the system that's been built here at Edge to develop a junior team and then have them move on to play on the elite level in the NPA.
Shooting 2-0, Denzel Cummins.
Alan Spoonhunter about to check back into this one.
If you're still chilling at home on a Friday evening, feel free to stick with us as the next game will feature just from east of here, Saskatoon Basketball Academy taking on Oakville Prep from Oakville, Ontario. Star PG in that one, Mr. Prasad.
And he'll be opposing Alu Cisse, who has had an outstanding season. And
that's going to be a good matchup, man.
Speaking of outstanding, Dave Falarna Dadigan, who spiked one home earlier that didn't impress his former teammate, but that pass by Xavier Fearon. Court vision. Going baseline. Jock. Woo! That was wet. Fearon looking to answer back.
When I look at RJ Jock, all I see is upside. Just great upside with his length, being able to shoot it already from distance. Stands at 6'6".
And on strike number 44, Kenny Simpson check in.
.228 to go. Athlon to charity stripe. Wow, that's an interesting pass. Aiden Jackson can't get it to go. Spoonhunter, LBA bothering them. Foul called on the feet. Got tripped up.
To the line number 32, Aaron Long.
Bank in the free throw. I'm not going to say that he called that one, unless he does it again.
You know what? If I made the first one off the glass by accident, I would try. Yeah, I would make sure to do it again.
Nice move. Xavier Fearon has been a bright spot for LBA on the offensive end. Oh, and they're coming in with the steal. LBA showing some flashes of what they can do. Basket in the bump. Athman going to the line looking for the three-point play.
You saying, bro? I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish it. Did I get
Fofo checking back in. These outlet passes leave much to be desired. That's an easy foul call on Spencer. Just checking out the foul situation. The answer, a lot.
There has been many fouls in this game.
Hey
Guys getting to the free throw line quite a bit.
Man, just clear them out. They're not. They're showing sideline to sideline. And get your reversal guy where you need him. First guy's just being. Assignments! Spoon! Fuck!
LBA is probably going to stick around after this one to watch the Saskatoon game, as that'll be their next opponent tomorrow at 5:30 p.m.
Haynes! Keegan, right in the middle. Hey, Keegan, back. 3-point line. Stand! You're out! Control, Ben. Stay out of the corner.
LBA putting some pressure on defensively as the game wears down here. Spencer trying to clean it up. 1:30 to go. Cummins back the other way. Deflected out of bounds.
Want to see him finish on those. Way too risky and way too late to be making that pass.
Cummins back the other way. Going up top. Fearon. Dropping it down. Ooh, jeez. That was some contact.
And you would think that Xavier Fearon was the 200-plus pounder in that situation.
Final minute. Leads at 30.
Lead is at 30 and has been at 30 for a majority of this game. This is one of LBA's worst performances I've seen personally.
Way to talk over a Denzel Cummins spin move into the paint.
Oh, really?
Shiny finish.
Really?
Oh, like it was an opportunity for me to be able to give a little bit of shine. You get out the umbrella while you poo-poo on it. Xavier Spencer, no good. 20 seconds to go. Xavier Fearon wanting to try to finish things strong. Aiden Jackson with the rock. This is game 2 of 3 today, folks. And a foul call.
That's your gap. You drove right through your gap. You're not guarding him. You're not stopping the ball. Come on, man.
8.4 to go.
And I love that Huff still getting on his guys. There's a lot of teaching points for these guys like young bucks like RJ to learn.
Hold the ball
On the defensive end here, you got to be filling in your spots.
Chris pass. You can run the baseline.
I was just about to say, I wonder if we could get through without a whistle in the final 8 seconds, and there's a foul away from the ball on the free throw.
To the line, number 6, Xavier Furlong.
How would you call that foul? That was the foul of the game for sure.
Fearon at the line, lucky lefty dropping the free throw.
Thank God we called that one, eh?
Make the final 89-63. We'll be back with the final game of the day. SBA taking on Oakville Prep. Josh Arbertho will be here alongside Elias Sabate. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back.